Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we were helping out Ilberd, who is the second in command of the Crystal Braves, to root out a Garlean spy that infiltrated the Immortal Flames, who we only know of as the Ivy. So we were working on that a bit. And as it turns out, that Ilberd and Raubon are apparently old acquaintances. They got met back up. And then we had to help rescue another member of the Braves who got captured by the Garlean Empire, so we did a bit of an infiltration, or rather we just stormed straight into Castrum Sentry and rescued them. And then we got word that we have the captain or lord of the Ishgardian Temple Knights has requested an audience, and requested me, or our character Ayame specifically. And so we are over here in Camp Dragonhead, and we're meeting up with Alphino and Harshafal to see if to see what this guy wants. So let's go ahead and get right back to it. So we'll just head on over in here and have a little chat with Harshafal and see what is going on. Okay. Ah, Yame, ever a welcome sight. Hearths have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle in cold climes. Ah, good Master Alphino, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Harshafal, please forgive us yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Fortomp may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped to justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of great concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Emmerich arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I am told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey, and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory. He'll grant you entrance and send a word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. And our journey wasn't that arduous, I just teleported myself over. Alright. So where is this we need to go? Ah, over here. We have been expecting you, madam. Pray take your ease inside, and I shall summon the others. Alright, proceed on in.
Have faith, my friend. You need only state your case with confidence and clarity.
Commander Leveilleur, it is both an honor and a pleasure to meet you. I am Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. Your reputation precedes you, Sir Emmerich. I think we will find that we have much in common.
Speaking of reputations, yours towers over us all. Does it not?
It does indeed, Lord Commander.
I am not too proud to admit that I have followed your activities with an interest bordering on fascination. Full glad was I to learn that you would be joining us. Now then, shall we begin?
We know full well that the Garleans will return in force ere long. What is more, we have yet to achieve a lasting victory over the primal menace. The beast tribes continue to summon their gods, and each incarnation is stronger than the last. Ishgard is not immune to these threats. I must reiterate that it would behoove your nation to rejoin the Eorzean alliance.
Once again, I must respectfully disagree.
On what grounds?
Despite their presence in Kurthus, the Ixal do not concern us. Their territorial claims pertain to Gridanian lands, and it is the people of Gridania whom they harry. Consequently, the Holy See judges this to be a Gridanian affair, and Ishgard does not intervene in the internal affairs of other nations. Even were that not the case, our forces are wholly committed to the Dravanian conflict. We have not the knights to spare. As for the Garleans, we are not ignorant of history. We have observed the rise and expansion of the Empire, and we agree that it is only a matter of time before they resume their campaign in Eorzea.
Then surely it would be in our best interests to present a united front.
Mayhap one day, but not yet. Gaius van Belsar is dead, and the legion of conscripts he left behind lacks the will to fight. We think it highly unlikely that they will emerge from behind the walls of their castra for some time.
Forgive me, but if Ishgard's position has not changed, why did you agree to this meeting?
It was not only as a representative of Ishgard that I came here.
Pardon?
It is not within my power to change Ishgardian policy, regardless of my personal feelings. There is, however, one area in which I may exert a measure of influence. Concerns have been raised over the supplies House Fortin has offered to Revenant's Toll. These have led to calls for restrictions on the provision of aid to foreign powers. I can ensure that the shipments continue unabated.
Sir Emmerich, we would be in your debt.
No, you would not. For I require something in exchange. Of late, there has been a flurry of Dravanian activity, the purpose of which was not immediately clear. However, our astrologians have since observed alarming changes in the heavens. The dragon star waxes unnaturally bright, and there are whispers that it portends the resurrection of Midgard-Sorma.
The fallen guardian of Silvertear Falls? That's absurd.
Full many times have I gazed upon the dragon's corpse still wound around the Agrius, and wondered how different our world might be if it yet lived to plague the skies. I do not know, and I do not wish to know, nor does any son of Ishgard. Yet the mere presence of Dravanian forces is not sufficient grounds to send knights to Mordona, whatever our astrologians say. As I told you before, we have not the forces to spare.
But we do. So you will intervene on our behalf if we agree to watch over the Keeper of the Lake.
Do you accept these terms?
I do. I will see that you are kept abreast of any developments. I regret that we could not come to a similar agreement on other matters, but I understand that you are not at liberty to make such decisions. Nevertheless, I hope that what we have accomplished here today will serve to demonstrate to your countrymen that we can work together towards a common goal. Mayhap one day we shall look back on this moment as the first step towards a united Eorzea.
Mayhap we shall, Commander.
What is the meaning of this?
The caravan, my lord. It's been attacked. It was Iceheart, my lord.
What? By the Fury? All our precautions were for naught?
Alright, so, not exactly a very productive meeting, but some progress was made. But it looks like that Iceheart is still a bit of an issue, so, let's see, we're going to go ahead and take those silver pieces. Alright, let's chat here with Alphino. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Toll of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Harshaphone and find out what he has learned. Alright, let's go find out what's going on. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. If you'd be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the caravan bound for Revenant's Toll as was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant every knight was slain, every crate seized, then, as quickly as it appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the route, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Harshaphone said, lest crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack for discerning hidden truths, Ayame. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they will gladly share their findings. Alright, let's go to the site of the attack and see what we can find. Alright, so where exactly are we headed? Boulder Downs, way down there. Alright, so I'll head on over there and pause recording, and once we're in the vicinity, I'll be back. Okay, so we are now in the area. And there are the knights. And the broken cart. Alright, let's have a chat. Move along, adventurer. There's nothing for... Eh? Lord Harshaphone bid you speak with us. Then you must be... beg your pardon, scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind, tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd, if you ask me. Would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared, probably with wagons of their own, hidden away off. I will pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis naught but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual, that is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack, not that his presence amounted to much. Alright, so we'll head back to the observatorium and speak with the surviving squire. So apparently someone did survive the attack. And that's close enough by that we'll just go ahead and ride there. Let's see. Where... There he is. Alright, surviving squire. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? You came upon them before the entrance to the Hall of the Seven Echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as, lost and ill-equipped for a journey further north. Our leader called out to them, and one stepped forward to answer. Slowly she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same, else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear, and she leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumbled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened till I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere. I looked. I tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't... I mean, they'd have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Okay. Report to Alphino, and he is back in Dragonhead, which there's an 8th right there, so we can just teleport. Alright, let's report our findings. Ah, you've returned. What news have you for us? It seems the Lady Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. Who's this Shiva the heretic spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Enchiridion, Master Alphino? Enchiridion. Enchiridion? Something like that. Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who laid down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Ishgardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics. Wait, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it may all make sense now. Lord Haurchefant, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge requested a rather large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and her followers intend to summon Shiva, as a beast tribe would a primal. Why else would they go to such lengths to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Haurchefant, would you agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alphino. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brethren at Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of this summoning. Naturally, that includes you, though I am sure you would not miss this for the world. Alright, we don't need any of this, so we're gonna go grab more silver pieces. More money in our pocket. Alright, so, another potential primal. Okay, so, Alphino, what do we have next? Woe betide the heretic who crosses Alphino le Veilleur, for they shall feel the full force of his fury. Okay. The persistent attacks on caravans seemed little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising Minfilia of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Ayame, pray join me in White Brim Front. Since the incident at Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us to determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillamont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. Alright, so off to Whitebrim Front. And because that is a bit of a ride away, I'll go ahead and pause, and we'll be back once we're there. Okay, so we are back in Whitebrim Front. And we're at Drillamont here, so let's go ahead and talk with him. The Signs of the Seventh Dawn wish to join the hunt for Iceheart. Your assistance is more than welcome, my friends. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your timing could be no better. We are all ears, Lord Drillamont. A band of pilgrims was seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms our suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I like Emmerich's sword. Alright, I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to Whitebrim Front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you will agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our best interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Emmerich. And so it begins, my friend, though I dare say it will prove an all too brief collaboration. Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. Mayhap Lord Drillamont has one in mind? Mayhap he does. Yes, yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there's aught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Alright, so again, we're going to be taking silver pieces. Alright, and let's chat with Drillamont. Alright, only the naive place all their hope in the success of us but a single solution. Alright. It seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach. Though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn, I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where the others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you haven't forgotten Inquisitor Guillaume? We have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebrim Front. Though some were found to have committed certain minor transgressions, we identified only one possible heretic. If this man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause, he will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon recognizing their intent, he may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, at which point he must report to Sir Gintromont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Okay. So, here is our destination. The suspected heretic leaves through the southwest gate. Alright, so let's go ahead and ride over to the next spot. There's the suspected heretic there. Alright, and he follows the road east. There he is. And he heads south. Alright, into Danifin Pass. Alright. Hey, where in the seven of hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... bloody echo. Lower your voice or they'll hear us in White Brim front. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me? We already knew about... Our comrades in Boulder Downs will use the tunnels something dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, something. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Okay, so we didn't get a ton out of that, but we now know that there are tunnels in Snowcloak that we're going to need to find. Alright, so back in the White Brim, back up the tower, and back to Drillamont. Okay, well, did your investigation bear fruit? We got a little bit of info. I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem the heretics are aware of our operation and confident they can thwart it. Their comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it is key to our plans that they be rooted out and put to the sword. Bacon bread. That sounds delicious. I'll take the silver pieces. Alright, what's next? The Allied forces of Snowcloak are in danger, and Lord Drillamont will have you assist him in ensuring their safety, okay? We have long suspected that the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, I fear that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent of House Durandare knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once, but knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers or readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. It would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights with the search. I know they would take courage from the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Ayame. The lives of our allies are at stake. Alright, so let's head out to Snowcloak, rendezvous with the knights, and probably fight a whole bunch of heretics. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pause while I'm riding out, and then be back once I'm there. Okay, we're in the area. And no, it actually wasn't Snowcloak we were going to. It was actually down here in Boulder Downs, which I should have surmised from the conversation. But, yeah, let's go ahead and head on over here and see what's going on. This is a fairly interesting area geographically. It looks like a large chunk of meteor Dalamud landed here. Okay, and it looks like the knights are already dead. Oh, I want my turtle bow. Oh well, they're no match for me. More of them. Perfect. Oh, you stunned me. Clever. Not enough. Fallen Heretics effects. Maybe just the break we need. Alright. So, we need to head back to Whiterun front again. So let me go ahead and hop my chocobo, ride back, and I'll pause while I'm on my way. If I can figure out how to get out of here. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I'll pause and I'll be back once we're back in Whiterun. Okay, back at Whiterun, back up the tower, and have a chat with Drillamont. Alright, my knight sent no word of your coming, Ayame. What has happened? What is that in your hand? Well, all your knights are dead. Sorry to say. By the Fury, those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered, and No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others, and I'll wager they are on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at our outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we had caught him sooner. With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use their tunnels with impunity and prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Sterndare must send reinforcements, even if it means withdrawing knights from the Stone Vigil. I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Alright. The path of the righteous. Lord Drillamon recognizes that the situation of Snowcloak is coming to a head and that decisive action must be taken. Alright, time is of the essence, Ayame. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies in Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them naught if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may still be time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak and tell Sir Emmerich everything we have discovered. Would that I could fly. But we're gonna have to wait for the next expansion for that. Alright, we'll ride out the White Brim. And I'll probably just keep it live here. It's not going to be that far. Now these guys shouldn't attack me, right? These crocs? Nah, they know better. Alright. There's Emmerich. Ayame, this is a welcome surprise. Perhaps the only one thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... Though you're compromised. You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspected the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now that we have confirmation, I shall place my knights on high alert. Has Commander Levier been informed? The Braves must be made aware. Alright, let's talk to Alphino. It must be here. I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? 'Tis but a pity this discovery comes when our enemy has us at such a disadvantage. Forewarned though we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I dare not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should rightly be straining every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is, apparently. Come here, girl. Huh. Ida. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. They think Alphino is a girl. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Levier. There's been a development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrances to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst his ward of tunnels lies the entrance to Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge on this point after we enter the tunnel? For all we know, we could funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more of a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter difficulty, our own allies will become an obstacle to escape. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Emmerich and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever that tunnel leads. If you find Iceheart at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so see that you are prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many or Papalymo will sulk. Alright, to speak with the stalwart Temple Knight. There he is. The entrance to the tunnel, madam? It's just over here. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would never have noticed it. Per Sir Emmerich's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Alright, so we now have a dungeon to run. Snowcloak. But we will do that next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.